change is tough, and no change is harder than the one that you have to perform in the public eye. Not many have the mental strength and dedication to themselves to see that change through. Mia Khalifa demonstrated to us through changing the trajectory of her life and completely reinventing her career that with the right set of tools and that dedication to the personal growth, you can turn your life around and achieve anything that's out there on your bucket list. Let's get one thing out of the way. Yes, this is the Mia Khalifa, the adult film star. And yes, the next 30 to 40 seconds is the most I'm gonna spend talking about her troubled past because she's already way beyond that. She reinvented herself and she showed to us that the amount of impact that she's making today is monumental compared to the tiniest fraction of the bad decisions that led her to the place that you most likely know her from. And that place that she was at was primarily influenced by terrible individuals around in her life who were steering her in the wrong direction, the lack of the support group, the friends, the family who would have helped her stay afloat and make better decisions, and finally the lack of self-value, the understanding that she as an individual matters the most.
My childhood was a little rough. I didn't have too many friends. I was also extremely overweight. I lost the weight in the worst possible way. Not eating, just being completely unhealthy, abusing laxatives, just doing all of these things to put my body through the ringer and lose this weight so drastically. There wasn't a version of me that I could see in the mirror and be okay with. I didn't see the person that was actually there in the mirror. I still saw that chubby girl that I kind of hated and was ashamed of, and I didn't feel as pretty as I was. So whenever I got attention from men, I felt like I need to hold on to this. I'm gonna lose it. I might not ever get it again.
The good news is that Mia Khalifa was able to extract herself from that situation, was able to get rid of those individuals who were steering her in the wrong direction. And what is the best part is that she found the communities online.
I just found different places online that I felt like I could be myself and be at home, and I didn't really start to feel like I had a place in the world until I met my best friend in the entire world, Rachel. Oh. Who, by the way, is freaking out that I'm on this show.
Recognizing the need to change is one half of the battle. Actually going through with that change is completely different and ridden with new types of obstacles and the problem that you have to solve for. Mia had to experiment and try out different careers. She tried out the roles that occasionally exposed her to her all toxic environment where the male dominant groups of individuals would primarily remind her of her past. She would also experiment with different kind of mediums across social media platforms to see where her future career lies. And that also was intermediately successful. Yet, as Mia puts it,
everyone is fighting a battle that they feel like telling someone about they won't understand.
That kind of growth would not have been possible without multiple attempts and experiments with her career, would not have been possible without her continuously participating in the therapy and happier relationships on her personal side that continuously elevated her spirits and reminded her who she is as an individual and why she matters. All of that led us to the point where we meet her today with over 60 million followers across TikTok and Instagram, with a couple of brand deals and her own personal bikini line, a contract with the platform Centerfold, where she joins the like of these celebrities over here. Mia remains in touch with an adult film industry through the participation in OnlyFans, the platform that I discussed in some of these videos over here. Her ability to engage in safe for work, non-nude content that she now posts on that platform, and the amount of money that she's raised enables her to both participate in the funding drives like the one she did for the Lebanon Red Cross in light of the tragic events back home, to the point where she keeps her hand on the pulse of this new chapter in the adult media industry.
It's not just me being on there that I'm enjoying. I'm really enjoying learning about the sex work community and getting to know sex workers and hearing all of these different people's stories and their experience in the industry.
I've mentioned in this video about Amaranth that OnlyFans, in my opinion, is legitimately part of the creator economy. It enabled millions of adults around the globe, especially in the pandemic, to experiment with the kind of content that in the past you would only be able to create by getting in touch with those sleazy individuals who Mia was exposed to and who led her on that negative path in the past. These men and women can now experiment with the adult media industry in the comfort of their home within the boundaries that they set themselves and without the exposure to the kind of legal agreements that some of those adult film actors and actresses had to sign in the past that would put them in the terrible legal predicaments. Now that Mia is part of the global culture, as she has that social media influence across millions of followers around the globe, she can both drive the awareness to the sex workers industry as well as she can continuously reinforce the better practices for the adult media industry. Even for those actors and actresses who've been influenced and who are still stuck in the old ways of that particular world, she can now help them extract themselves and demonstrate to them the path to the better future, like the one that she created for herself through some of these tools.
Let's put our suits on. What will we wear?
We need to write a bill,
Right?
Alex.
Can you
We
imagine?
need to get, yes. Yes, I can.
Daddy
actually.
Gang
That's
is
the
like,
scary
this
part.
episode has taken a turn. Mia and Alex are talking about passing a bill. We will be there in our nice
We
suits.
are going to be legislators.
Mia's story demonstrated to us two key themes. Number one is the abundance of the opportunities that the creator economy offers, and inability for others who used to struggle to now thrive in this new environment. The infinite combination of the kind of media you can create, the kind of content you would place in that media, and the platforms that are available to you, you can manage your path towards that future independently of anyone else around you. No matter what their biases are and what their influences are, you can carve your own path and find the kind of following that would be passionately with you along the way. Second theme is arguably the most important theme of this video, is the belief in yourself and the ability to work through any kind of challenge that's being thrown in your way, no matter how dark it is and no matter how lost you think you are. I don't think it will be easy, or it's ever as easy as advertised. You will fail likely on your first, second, 10th try, but looking at the example of Mia and how she was able to overcome those impossible odds and turn her life around makes me believe that so can you, in many ways, no matter what kind of challenge or struggle that you're facing today. I'm excited to see what kind of projects and what kind of initiatives Mia will launch thanks to that platform and the influence that she has. She's very active on the female dominant TikTok, and she's arguably becoming, or she's arguably is, the major influencer in that space, and someone who can speak to the kind of challenges that women face uniquely through her own experience. And through all of her stories, through all the amazing interviews and the videos that I've found, and I'll link down below, you can see that Mia definitely has that core of a sweet person, that lava personality. But by the way in which she tackled all those challenges and overcame all of the impossible odds that she faced, this woman, she's a definition of a fighter.
To look at the positives of at what one point in your life was the darkest place in your life, to see the woman you are today and to meeting you. And I feel like I've learned so much from you already. And this is the second day I've hung out with you. It's inspiring, honestly, to be in your presence.
Did you know who Mia Khalifa is? What did you think about her complete transformation and the career change? And what kind of challenge are you facing where the example that Mia set or the tools that Creator Economy offers can help you overcome? Share your thoughts and ideas or questions in the section below. As always, stories like this one keeps me inspired. You can overcome minor challenges. If someone like Mia overcame the kind of things that life has thrown at her in her short 30 years on this planet. And I'm excited to learn a lot more and to see what kind of impact can she make based both on the platforms and the audience that she has and that experience that she still carries with her that helps her inform her future decisions. And I hope that personally for her, this is just like the beginning of the long trajectory that keeps going up. And if you're one of those individuals who would like to learn more about the creator economy, or who would like to learn more inspirational stories, maybe other companies who've done something amazing, there are plenty of those stories on my channel because I'm here every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video with some of your friends. Here are a few more videos for you to enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!